Map 2. Mirage, it's Gambit's turf. They want to take it in 2. I'm joined by Chad Sponge Birchall. My name is Machine. We are off to the pistol round and already seeing a smattering of players. In fact, 4 make it 5, the entire squad.
Those odds are ugly, aren't they?
Ooh, I haven't seen a 12 on the score, on the odds in a while. They're going for a flash pop B, so let's see who's there to receive them. Skulls. And he can't believe his luck. 2 don't check him. Even a 3rd on the cards. It's going to be Shiro to keep it competitive. The kit is on B, so if they do plant, there is a high likelihood that this retake favors TeamOne, not only with a man advantage, but kit accessible. Just Kevlar for the rest of them, though, and they are coming up for a 3-man short pincer. Axel pushing the issue towards Apps, and if he finds Maluki, oh, it gets harder. Gambit, bomb ticking, but 4 pushing in. You'd need to see some hero headshots, and Shiro's already provided 1 and a second into the 3rd. Okay, he's on for the ace. Tagged up, softened up. Shiro's gonna melt through them like butter. And Shiro is the hot knife. 5 frags, all to 1 man. Gambit will steal the pistol.
And he opted to swap from a P250 to that dropped USP on Skulls' corpse there. I thought that was quite curious. I was like, okay, this is an interesting little maneuver right here, but it pays off in a big way. I cannot believe they've just jumped over his head. As you said, Skulls must have thought Christmas came early. 2 kills, they're not looking at me. Unlucky for not to get the 3rd. And, well, if Shiro doesn't win that fight against Maluki coming through apartments, that's a completely different round. Even if he was just peppered down for a little bit, like winning that fight. Oh,
he's got an AWP into the...
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Well, he had his Kevlar. He had the USP. He gets 5 kills. He's got an AWP. All right, then.
It's literally Shiro's world. We're just living in it. No one else has got a kill on this team.
Well, last time round it was Axel's map, right? This time round it's going to be Shiro's map.
Apparently.
This will be very... Wait, Nafany has 247 ADR and he had 3 assists? He's done all the damage right there. Shiro's got all the kills so far. And Mulbs' deagle, it is bloody sharp.
It is. He's been rubbing that one on the sandstone for decades.
So the AWP's now on the floor, and I don't think they need that for an A hit, which is currently where Gambit are postured.
No, but it's just so scary to feel like that is either retrievable or something you could lose. Nafany's recovered it.
Oh, problems now.
He's hit another clean shot, this time with the scout from stairs. Bombs on ramp, pincer from Palace. Inter's responsible for it. Hobbit late arrival through connector. They're trying to bait and hope that Hobbit can pick the gap. I don't think Pesadello's ready for this. Oh, but he's got cover. Pesadello does fall. Hobbit does well to adjust into him, but they know PRT's triple now as well. They have to adjust to that. Bullets good from Hobbit. Forces him out of position and seizing back a distinct advantage. This is what Gambit have been doing a lot of in the games. You said we watched all of them, Chad.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. We were talking about it in the car, actually. We were driving home. But, you know, what we just saw there from Hobbit, where Nafany and Inters both take contact after a period of silence and don't commit. And at that point in time, you know the comms are, they're talking about Palace, they're talking about ramp, they're talking about what nades they have to respond, they're talking about the time. They're not talking about the potential for Hobbit to be walking up connector.
Yeah, they're so good at that misdirection there and using all the information and the bodies on the map. Hobbit even getting that first kill, he just tucks in and waits for the contact for PRT from the rest of his teammates, then steps out and kills him through the box,
he gets shot at by triple. He completely ignores that. He knows Pesadello has a scout on stairs, and if I take him down, ramp and Palace can move.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the stuff that I think the Gambit have a really good understanding of right now. It's not a one-man army, even though in certain situations, like last map, it was a blowout. It can look that way. Everything's thought through. They all understand what the possibilities are, and there's the AWP carried across. Nafany, 250 shining, and this one's quick.
Oh, Shiro, jiggled out. Good dink hit, and there goes the offer again. They'll have to recover it. It does cost them a Galil, I would assume. Actually, Inters can't quite make it there in time, so all good in the hood. Weapon recovered. Nafany only bringing a P250 into the fray there on the anti-eco. And it's time for our weapon rounds.
Yeah, very strong looking buy coming out of Gambit here. TeamOne, they've got the AWP on Maluki. The rifle's out for the rest. There are defuse kits in play for the post plan if we get there, and utility is good too. Now, TeamOne have played this map 4 times in 2021. They've lost it every single time. The notable blowouts against MIBR and Renegades, they are rough scorelines to look at. The Furia game might fill you with some hope. That was a relatively close affair just the other day. Let's see how close they can keep it this time. Marching through the underpass, Hobbit. Mollied out of position now. We'll have to fall on back. Gambit are going for a 5-0 streak of their own right here. Pressure from Skulls. That's going to slow things down even more. Gambit can harass, but eventually they will either need to clear this area out or get on out of dodge. 4 players behind that smoke, 1 floating top mid. And it looks like Gambit are just going to wait this one out.
Oh, Maluki, a little late on the reaction there, trying to bail himself out of trouble, and he's done so superbly. Needs to find Shaw, and just caught out on Hobbit's moves. 2 from Hobbit into the round, and into the site they go. Shiro posted up, catches PRT's rotation. They are all in kitchen, and now it's Flames and a sniper Overwatch to deal with. Hobbit's even swung out.
Malb's 1-on-3, it's not a deagle.
Been impressed by Malb so far, but caught off. Inter's just lingering on the site. 4 for Gambit and about 3.8 on the high end for the CT squad. Might just be seeing those deagles come out once again.
Yeah, the partial is the only thing that TeamOne could be investing into right now. You can see there in Malbs' POV walking into that site when it's dead silent, how many different angles he has to clear, and then rounds the corner without checking, immediately dead on arrival. It will be the deagles. Smoke for Pasadello. We've got some Kevlar out as well. There's the first for Shiro. So Yanko was talking about this obviously during the pre-match. We just heard him there during the death segment. The gap is just too wide at the moment for TeamOne to be going up against Gambit, who took the #1 spot in the ESL World Rankings today.
And it's so appropriate as well. They did?
I believe so.
Oh, that's cool. Congratulations. It's actually, it's also really cool to see that, you know, we started today with a bootcamp conversation, and who better as an example of the power of a bootcamp than Gambit, who have been, I couldn't give you the number, but I'll say it as vaguely and as sweeping statement-y as I can. They've been boot camping for a long time.
Every time we see Gambit playing, they're in a boot camp environment. I think Hobbit spoke about they go for a couple months and then he would go home for a little while and then they go for a couple months again. Now, we talked about Hobbit's age before. He's 26. The rest of the team, very, very young, right? This is all they know. They live and breathe this. And you can see exactly what that's done. This team, they're understanding. Everything that we're praising is what they have been working on over a very long period of time. There's a lot of issues that come when you're the top dog, and I think it still might be a bit early to say, you know, they're 100% the best team in the world. If we put all the best teams in a tournament that win every time, it's not like that right now. But they're definitely one of the most threatening squads. The bigger issues, and we highlighted this last map, is if they can win games like this convincingly, already tick that box on Inferno, and then it's going to be making sure that you can continue to add more to your playbook, because we've seen teams, and individuals especially, they look good in small doses, and then they get counter-shredded and they fall flat off. I
think, yeah, and that's one of the many metrics that we measured by Astralis' greatness by, was the fact that they could keep maintaining that top spot. You know, the hardest thing about staying at the top, or being at the top, is staying there.
Yeah.
Oh dear, Pasadello caught out. Shiro peeks out, baited in on the ladder climb. Good shots from Maluki. We have a 3v3 very early into the piece here. CTs want to contest that plant, but I don't see a world in which they can, especially now smokes are blooming on that AWP line.
They can even plan open.
Oh, they got nades for him!
Nades.
Right on his nose! Mollies for jungle, great catch from the ops team. Everything the CTs want to do has just been met by util, and even a push. Axel knows he can park it here. PRT to check him. And he doesn't have to really be concerned about anything else. This is just a reaction speed test. Passes with flying colors. CT is considering this awkward save now, or Skulls perhaps will surge them further into the site with a frag now of his own. They're low. Molly will force Shiro out, but he might want to wait this for spread. Oh, it's not deep enough. Great catch on the cam. He lives.
Ooh.
Burning now as it spreads.
They're saving. They just pulled the plug.
Perfect. And now will that damage catch Shiro's orb? He can probably try and get away. He's not got a lot.
Should be fine, I think.
Yeah, he's down ramp. Okay.
Having a bit of a smile too, Shiro there. Big grin on his face. 6-0.
But as you were talking about the Gambit, you know, you kind of won't be able to be calling them the best in the world, etc., until we see them against the very best team.
It's like the undisputed.
Yeah, genuine question is, who do you think right now would be the most entertaining best of 5 against Gambit?
Oh.
Like, I have Astralis at the tip of my tongue, but I just actually have, like...
I want to say Heroic.
Oh, that's actually that's a banging shout.
It's still way too early, but I just think the Counter-Strike we saw from Heroic in Group A was really enticing,
true.
Good to see Refresh and Shush. They were both finding impact over those 5 games that they played. They played 7 in total. I think they've won every single one so far.
And if the vitality of 2020 were back,
That's true.
That would have been an interesting one.
NIP have been looking good too.
They have.
Yeah, that's just whispered in my ear. They're another good name at the moment as another gun round melted away from TeamOne. So, yeah, I think those are some big names, but it would be nice to see Astralis, everybody in a boot camp environment, you know, them kind of pulling up their socks.
Oh, I mean, they've got that Astralis office, you know, it'd be cool to see the fist bumps exchanged.
Sure.
Oh dear, get out of there.
This is Heard.
Yeah, and it could be a dead AWP. You can see now he's just visualizing as to where that CT's gone based upon the sound cues, and may have even heard the scope depending on how close his ear was pressed to the vent. Don't think he did.
Look at this. The bomb's in T-spawn, and right now Gambit are doing like a full court press. They're all across the map here, just collapsing on these saved guns, or wanting to save guns.
Yeah, you're not going to because they haven't planted the bomb. Like they'll wait until they really make sure they know exactly where you are, and you don't get to keep a thing. Gambit. Do you know, like, I want to make it clear, whenever I'm saying nerdy, ratty, I want to make sure every time those words come out of my mouth,
it's
a compliment from someone that has spent most of my adolescence being the rat. You know, I was the one that was spending hours in the server trying to find the nerdiest of lineups, the stop nade that no one threw. You know, Gambit are doing that on a tier 1 level, and it's very satisfying to watch.
Yeah, I think that those terms that we use are because when you die to it, you're like, oh man, why did they? You know, why are they such a rat? What we mean is, why did they spend so much time
thinking about this?
Better than us.
Yes,
anyway, it's fast again, up mid.
Oh
double.
dear! Oh dear, oh dear. Rifle found early. They've got Kevlar behind it. One more from Skulls, and we had a conversation. Maybe we still do. Besadeo spray. Molly does deny. They can peek over it from the boost if they could just stop slipping off each other's heads. Too much hair gel.
Oh, the nade.
Yeah, but he's up now. Maybe the element of surprise because his foundations have been taken from him.
It's a flank 2. Lukey's coming.
Smalb's got the smooth moves. Yep, jumps up on short. Makes sense. It'll keep Axar busy as well. Good luck. Puts one between the wickets. No real way in here. Malvs' Deagle is always threatening, but it's only Maluki now. Time is so sensitive, and he just doesn't have the time to check all the corners. 13 for Shiro at the top of the scoreboard as well. And that is, wow, actually, that accumulates to more than the entire TeamOne squad.
Yeah, a lot of these rounds for Gambit have been clean or close to. And that is a big issue, especially with the gun round. Not that one we just saw, the one before it, round number 7, where they had multiple players push A ramp and they were just dead. We were off talking about something else and the round was already over.
Yeah.
We, look back up at the screen and it's a 2v5, bomb yet to be down, but the T's are chasing. Anyway, I think we might have a bit more mid-aggression here. Sadello, he's spotted. He's been seen by Hobbit. The nade in exchange, it does 68. Axel now to pressure connector. What resistance can TeamOne put up? They can't win the half anymore. There's still 7 available, but nothing threatening so far. PRT, secondary AWPing. A lot of info over towards B, and Axel will need to be careful on this re-peek.
Ooh!
Jesus.
Yes, please. Like,
what are you meant to do?
You're holding the right angle. You're looking at where he's coming from.
What do we even say?
He's just better.
He's just going B right now. He has help, but they're not going to flood on in unless he gets more kills, and they're just setting the stars up. This is
your mid
tough to watch.
Your mid rotate's being held. Of course it is.
You're hurt, you're dead.
It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. Axel go kill. A valid strategy in the Gambit playbook.
And they want to save again, right?
I think they might let them.
I don't know. That would be nice of them. That'd be giving them a kindness.
I think they've got a pretty good sneaking suspicion as to where that AWP might be. Axel, who started with impact on B, doesn't catch the timing. So now Palace is his safe haven.
Should be fine now. Look at this. Bomb's got about 10 seconds left. This is a very common save spot, right? But are they TKing each other?
Just having some fun.
Shiro just took a chunk of damage.
What do you think of the scatter cushions, Chad? You're at a period of your life where you're looking for scatter cushions. To the left of Maluki there, can we get a free? I don't know how the cameras
There's some
work.
on the. There we go.
Thank you.
Do I get to leave them on the floor too?
No, that's if I come round.
Okay.
Obviously.
Look, you know what my bedroom looks like. I put zero effort into decorating
No,
it.
but you strike me as someone that wouldn't be upset if the bed had like 12 assorted scatter cushions that look nice. You didn't have to do anything with them.
As long as I didn't, I don't mind a scatter cushion.
You can appreciate the aesthetic of a scatter cushion
Sure.
as you've aged.
Yeah, on my Chase Lounge.
There it is. Yeah, culture.
Yeah, sure. But I don't know. I think on the bed, I'd say no more than 4 pillows on a bed.
Okay.
If you have more than 4, it's just nonsense. Because making the bed, I get it. It's a good way to start your day, but it's probably not necessary to spend 45 minutes assembling Jenga with pillows. Oh, okay, that tells the story. We don't have to. I'm trying to, what can we compare this to? Well, probably a lot of things, but I can't really give any good reference points for what this must feel like. Games like this, where the rounds are over so quickly, it feels like the game you're not even playing it, right? You're just dead, okay, wait, dead again. You're not having any influence in these rounds whatsoever.
Is his barrel? No, he's tucked in.
I think he's aware though, right? Like,
oh yeah. He may have even heard the scope. We didn't catch the action as it unfolded. Malbs has drawn blood though, and he may be set for a second. Look at this.
Malbs.
Oh, Maluki does manage to convert.
Goes down with the native skulls there. So this one here is looking like a round. A Shiro 1-on-4 to deny TeamOne their first. Is Shiro going to give this one a crack? He's thrown the AWP away. Okay, 7 HP, 3 more. Dead.
Dead, but with no AWP to be recovered. Searching now, and we do deny it. Gambit 9, TeamOne posting their first, and it's off the back of Malbs. I think I've said that all series long.
Yeah, and it's great to see a player of this caliber, obviously against a team like Gambit, hitting some nice shots, because mechanically speaking, he's having no dramas there. That's not where I think the game is being won or lost for TeamOne.
No, it's a game of 5 players, 5 puzzle pieces in either side, and doesn't matter how good that component is. You've got a well-oiled machine in Gambit to go up against.
Testing mid again here, happy to peek. Maluki noisy about this. PRT also assisting in connector.
And this
he's
time,
down again.
Yeah, Hobbit's not going to fall foul to the same peak, and Maluki stabilizes. Takes down one of the mid prongs. Important smoke to be dropping.
He dumped a lot of nades into window there to deal with him. He has to drop on out. And again, he's just pre-spamming his Hobbit. He just bullets through the smoke, simple as you like. 2 defuse kits drop right there. Marks the corpses. And a 4-on-3 situation. Malbs on his own over towards A. The bomb is retooling towards B right now, and clawing information will be Maluki. He's got Skulls as his sidekick as they take back short, but they're giving up the real estate they desperately require.
Smoke is cocked. They flashed for mid info.
Oh, they may as well just pop right now.
They will. Here's them. Hard shots to hit. Does hit it though. If Skulls can provide one as well, this 3-on-3 can start to shift. Shiro tagged and fragged. Nice work from Malbs. Needs another hard spray. Brought down to 30. Maluki from short can't contest the plant. Inters gets it down. A 2-on-2 for Hobbit. And then he's going to be peeking into an AWP. It's perfect from Maluki. 3 frags from the AWPer. Edge of the smoke. Great reaction. Inters keeps it competitive. And now he knows he's up against him. He gives him the fight. Oh, damn. It's a bit of a coin toss as to whether Maluki was closing the gap or posted up. But a very comfortable round for the AWPer. He makes it look comfortable. That's the 4 frags in the round. Haven't seen it out of Maluki yet. And someone other than Malbs delivers a round.
Yeah, quite nice to see. And, you know, a lot of the kills came his way there. These are the 2 from Hobbit. First one onto PRT, who has yet to find a kill. He's having a real rough go of it. And Pasadello was filling his shoes there. This is great. Like, he doesn't have to pivot from this short position whatsoever, just picking themselves up as they cross his line of sight there. So second round for TeamOne. Best they can offer here in the first half will be 6. Buy back out. Same for Gambit. Both teams looking strong. AWPs, rifles, utility galore. How will Gambit change things up? They've mantled on over. Maluki with the moves. He's just missed the opportunity for a frag there. Nafni towards top mid. Under so much pressure.
Yeah, there's nades, mollies. He's actually got a molly for his swing as well, so he's a dead man.
Yeah.
Hobbit's trying to bail his teammate out, but over the boxes, there's no way he's ready for this. Perfect find. Pesadelo converts off the back of the initial utility. PRT finds another. Bomb spotted top mid. TeamOne, they're looking to string together some defensive rounds here. Oh, Shiro deleted. The rest is just a consolation prize at this point. A wooden spoon for Hobbit as he takes down Pesadelo.
Intus has a little bit of room here, but would need to get offered a kill. Difficult to clear. You can see under shadow. Tucks on in.
Okay. Well, with the A player dead, that's going to force PRT to be responsible. They aren't rotating immediately. Hobbit's being very quiet about the B walk.
He's selling this Intus.
He's trying his best.
If he finds another kill, Hobbit might have a doorway into B.
Maluki's not looking. If Hobbit peeks apps and looks deep short, will Maluki piece it together in time? They don't have info yet. It spells trouble for Maluki. He's considering it now. And Hobbit's been spotted. A great frag. That's round winning. He's so disconnected. It all hinged on Hobbit with the bomb. Nothing you can do now. Bomb's down on B. Intus is up mid with 10 seconds. It's just not enough time.
May as well just save at this point. Money's not great for Gambit. This AK for Intus with his 8k, he'll be able to drop across some guns. Just financial damage. He gets another kill. Oh, can't even manage that. So no loss bonus, no gun for Intus. That frag onto PRT would have been huge. Now, this is Nafany under a lot of pressure here. We know that he likes to play these default solo middle while he sets the rest of his teammates up to take room underpass, maybe setting up for the B and A pincers. Gets found out. And you're right, Maluki with that kill. Bomb drop, no time. Easy as you like. Third now for TeamOne.
Yeah, but even that 2v4 felt threatening.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Every round that they get, they have to work for it. It's not going to be a walk in the park by any means. Mid smokes are out. Nafany, how much control can he get this time? Been picked off a few times by this AWP. And again, that is a huge shot. What a flick.
Just in the gap, pips it. Oh, and PRT bringing more aggression to the table. Over the smoke, shuts him down. Shiro can't catch the trade either. Another man advantage found for TeamOne CT side. Here we go. Exile. Oh, the flash is bad. Enables Maluki to not only have a freebie, but also puts them in a 4 versus 2.
Falling off here, the wheels for Gambit. As I mentioned, the money wasn't great. The loss bonus has started to build right now. They'll get 2,900 in the next. How interesting can they keep this? Minute on the clock. Jump spotting from CT. They've been seen now. Intus out towards Tetris. Batter up as Shiro comes to pick. He's been smoked off. Can't hit the shot. Malbs onto Intus and now it's a 1-on-4.
Go on, Shiro. Missing your first doesn't bode too well. They could line up. Oh. He's taken down the AWPer. Oh. And another straight through the box. AK trying to rock the boat even more. PRT stares. Timing's everything, and it's perfect from him. Stop Shiro from popping off anymore. NS in the chat from Malbs. Oh, he is a threat, isn't he?
This
is great from Maluki, and he actually confirmed the steps. He saw him more in mid. PRT takes matters into his own hands with an aggressive smoke and push. And yeah, a little bit of a missed execution there. Axel catching the flash. Bam. That's how I die on triple box. I see.
Nice shot there. PRT, he's had a bunch of kills in the last few. He was sitting at 0 and 10 at one point. Now he has 4 to his name. So impact from him now that he's on the scoreboard because the rounds have started flowing too. Max loss bonus next round for Gambit. And with their money, high end 5k on Axel. Low end, we're talking 3.5 for Nafany and Shiro. They're actually starting to invest here. Nafany's bought all the way down to 700. Axel in with an AK. We've got some Mac 10s, Galils. It is an all-in buy. It doesn't look great, but if they go for something a little bit faster or set PC, not getting picked off in middle, that has been a big problem for Gambit here. Top mid smoke. The window smoke is there as well. Hobbit selling this one. The rest of them over towards B in the early stages. Hobbit with a very cheeky, easy short smoke there as well. So,
wow.
So much pressure applied to mid. They're going for a B split. Hobbit will be laid up cat.
Yeah, Pesadelo's got very little to work with Hobbit smoke. Good catch and slight gap. Skulls and PRT, though, are on the way in.
handled it.
have it. Pesadello unloads his M4, and with their powers combined, B is safe and sound. You talked about his frags. Yes, 6 over the course of the last 3 rounds of play.
This is looking really good now.
It's getting competitive. I mean, this is now 5 rounds on the CT side and all in consecutive fashion.
No plant for Gambit. Money, just the loss bonus. So another round that's going to look like it did. Mac 10s, Galils. Well, no Mac 10s, just Galils. Galils at an AK. Light util again. This time over towards A. They've tried their luck at B. It didn't pan out. Let's try A. All 5 straight on over here. Top mid smoke to sell a bit of a fake, but this is a good setup right now from TeamOne. Lukey might get caught off guard by the pace of this.
Yeah, he's just going to go 1 for 1. Does well to find Hobbit. PRT set up for success. A dink from the Galil. It's not enough. Need lethality here. And Shiro melts as well. Malbs falls to keep it slightly more possible. Inter's finding one from the Palace position. The bomb is loose on A. Skull's rotating in to stay competitive. 35 bullets on the fresh weapon that Axile picks up. Now, this is the gauntlet you have to run. He's gotten across uncontested. And Inter's a huge duel to win. Leaves it all onto Skulls. He's gone too. Gambit will snatch away the potential 6th. 10-5 on the half. Let's see what TeamOne's T side has got in store for us.
The brown bear? Who is it?
I know you fear this prison. A prison you cannot smell, or taste, or touch. A prison for your mind, for your soul. I want you to break free. And I know you want to. You want to feel the taste of victory on your lips once more. And so, the choice is yours. You take the blue pill, and the story ends. You wake up in your bed, and you're coaching that spawn-based Counter-Strike you've always been dreaming of. Or, you take the red pill, and I show you how deep the casting rabbit hole goes. The team you're coaching? Cloud9.
Let's get the second half started. It is our second map of Monday morning. Heading into the afternoon now. What's for lunch? Let us know. Hit us up on the Twitter sphere. My name is Machine. I've got Chad Sponge Birchall hanging out for the second half. And TeamOne made a half out of it. I mean, that's the best way to summarize. It did look like it was all Gambit. It was one-way traffic for the majority. 9 rounds to start us off. A 9-0 scoreline made 10-5. We're ready for our second. Let's see what the T side of our South American squad can do. TeamOne to attack.
Looks like they're setting up a fake over towards A here. Bomb is currently in the B apartments. Nade to window, selling this one, but there's 3 players for Gambit over towards the B site. So if TeamOne explode without info, they're in trouble.
Intis is usually good for 1 on these positions. Pasadena taking some huge risks. If he could just find their head, Hobbit weathers the storm. Inter's not willing to contest. Instead, Axile trying to hit a couple of shots elsewhere, though they're losing all of the other elements of the attack. It's just these 3 now on B. And the rotates in. Need one from Malbs. Oh, he's denied, and so is the round. Maluki left. They know exactly where you are. Intis is not going to give you any room. He takes it from him, though, puts him down on 7 HP. 2 of them are low within that 1-tap radius of that P250. If he could take his time and get given one, but we know who we're talking about here. Everyone's just taking their hands off the keyboard. Hobbit says, I've got it. And 11 is found.
Easy as you like right there, and I think this game will come to its logical conclusion very quickly here. Gambit going for 5-0 on Mirage. 5 in a row, 5 wins. A map that they're not even picking right now, and, well, did for this one, didn't they? But they got picked against by Na'Vi. Pulled that one off yesterday in the domestic derby. That was a big game. We knew that, or we heard that Simple hasn't been feeling too well, so hopefully he's feeling better today. Get the god of the game back in the server. They have a very important matchup coming up next. Now, when I say next, you will have to wait around until 3:30. That's 2 hours from now. Force buy from TeamOne here. Light utility. At the best they can. Smoke towards connector. That'll shroud their push in towards middle. Boosting the Tech-9 up towards window. Second smoke will land. And the light's being watched from Nafany, but just as he peers away, they slip one in. He may have lost this one. Looks for the feet, finds it.
Using every trick in the book.
Look at all this room from Hobbit as well.
Shiro, oh, it's a perfect weapon for the job as well. Low recoil, channels into skulls, and Nafany has a deagle bullet in his. He does go down. Maluki does well, but immediately traded. Malbs' deagle is a bit of a conversation starter. He's got himself CT in 50 seconds. At this state, bomb retrieval is a priority, and Axile should have that cross.
Oof.
Nice work. Malbs looking to clutch it up. He can do so. No, no, on the jump. Inters times it to perfection. Close, but no cigar at the Coconut Shy.
Close on these upgrade pistol rounds, right, from TeamOne. If you remember back on Inferno, maybe you missed it. Those are the rounds that are a bit quicker. They're a bit more threatening. Malbs, time and time again with the deagle. He really spells it out. This is the way like Nico and stuff aim as well, right? It shows you that, yeah, if you can use the gun properly with the movement, it is just point and click at the head.
Yeah.
If you shoot first, you will win. It seems very simple. It's not by any means. Light pistols this time, no armor behind it. Only 2 flashes, and Hobbit has an alligator, so if they can't beat his way, he's going to chomp on down, but it's underpass where they're headed right now. And an aggressive mid setup. This might get dicey. The flash to connector will get Axial, or Axile.
600. 1200. What's next?
1800.
Thank you.
For whatever reason, my 9 times tables were pretty good.
I can do the 9 times table on my hands. You know that one?
That's probably why, because this is the easy one because of the way it goes up, right?
Yeah. Does that work still?
Haven't done it in years.
2 times 9 is 18. Yeah, it does work.
Yeah.
3 times 9 is 20.
But the easiest one.
Wow, you really can't mess it up. 31. Wait, that doesn't make sense. 36. Yeah, good job. 45. It works.
Yeah.
Maths.
Like, 10 times table's easy. 9 times table
I
easy.
smashed the 10. The 10s and the 2s.
You're good at those?
Oh, I can double numbers like no one's business.
Pretty good at the 5s as well, I'm sure.
You wouldn't believe it, dude.
Oh.
Never liked the 3s.
Instant dink as well. What is PRT meant to do? Didn't like the 3s?
Didn't like the 3s, but obviously in Counter-Strike you pick up the 3s quite quick. That's the 3 times table, by the way, we're referring to. We are grown men discussing which times tables intimidate us.
Maths in general.
Yeah. I was always very envious of the kids that had successfully, you know, like most kids would have the times table like poster on their wall somewhere in the house.
Well, we had it in the bathroom.
Yeah, I see, you did have one. For some reason, I was just jealous of people that had the poster, A, and B, actually used it and learned from it.
I didn't use it.
Okay.
I just stared at it every day. I was like, okay.
Yeah, there's numbers on there.
Try, Mum and Dad.
It's cool.
Good things
Appreciate
in the
it.
face. 4v5, 55 seconds. Territory, mid taken, but not looking too threatening. As you can see, Gambit now lumping out more grenades, more damage, stalling out Team1. They had troubles with this on their Inferno T side. When they were quicker, they were threatening. When they were slow, the fights just fell in favor of Gambit. 3 through connector.
Eesh. There he goes. Good find. Hobbit's made the shotgun
Smoked
work,
off.
though, and they are smoked off for
falling
25
back.
seconds. I mean, where do you go? Oh, you run into Shiro. Rock, hard place. B, late pivot. Shiro knows it. All he has to do is hold the line, and he does it with style. Shiro finds his 23rd frag, and Gambit find their 14th round.
Giving it to him, really, isn't he?
Oh, look, it's put them on a horrible situation as well, where it's kind of AKs, but it's kind of not.
Yeah,
You're at 14, you may as well.
Yeah, just buy. Just go buy and go for something a bit more explosive. B execute and A execute, fast through mid, try and run through all the smokes. Just go fast.
Bomb plan would have been nice, and a smoke on connector. After all of that battle for mid control, you know, you painted it perfectly. Mid territory, 50 seconds, and then 20 seconds pass and they drop a smoke.
Yeah, seems very easy the way that Gambit play Counter-Strike. So if we can all just do that, if everybody at home watching, you know, you go into your matchmaking game today, we did this last night actually. We said to ourselves in a situation, play like Gambit. If you tell yourself to play like Gambit, you're never going to run around a corner with a knife out. You're not going to get caught with a nade. You're literally just going to sit there and looking at your crosshair, holding onto utility until they force you to do something.
Yeah, I just don't have the patience.
No, I
for
don't
it.
either.
I'm not cut out for this Gambit style. Like, you just have to be okay with doing nothing for a while.
Yeah, well, we can't even do that on our off days.
Nope.
So
Certainly not comfortably.
it's crazy. Patience is a skill.
They didn't go all in, Chad. You know, you said they should or would. We've actually seen them opt for a kind of conservative buy down to 2K with the EXEC. Let's see if this can overwhelm. Hobbit, Shiro to be tested, and Pesadello's gone down before the smokes bloom. Too easy for Shiro. He's plucking them one by one away from the site, trying to deter the plant with the incendiary, and it's perfectly placed. There goes the bomb. Now Anthony lingering on the edge of the bench smoke in order to deter any initial attempts at a plant. It's only PRT and Malbs, and they can give it all she's got, Captain. I don't think there's enough in the tank. This is where they'll pick you apart. Axal on stairs can finish the job and does so with ease. 15, Gambit speed running this one. And already set for success in the group as well, worth highlighting.
I like how tomorrow, if Furia stay undefeated today as well, they play Cloud9 last game in the group. We have Furia versus Gambit, both undefeated. That'll be going down on Wednesday at 7 p.m.
It's interesting that they not only beat Na'Vi, but they've also dropped a map in every single one of their games. They dropped it to Cloud9, they dropped a map to MIBR. They are pulling it across the line and doing it convincingly across the two, but it is just interesting that Gambit are not looking like an indomitable force.
Sure, this one here, obviously the scape of opponent is why the scoreline is like this, but you bang on the MIBR dropping a map. Not worrying, but they can bleed, right?
Cause for concern?
Yeah, and maybe that comes down to what we were talking about to kick off this series, right? Being able to lock out against opponents that you should be beating. Well, they're doing that here. 3 more kills and we're done 16-5. 2 more. Just Malbs. Give us a highlight, make us scream.
Why don't we have a Chad play-by-play moment?
Malbs, 1-on-3 situation. Minute 10 on the clock here, looking for all 3 Gambit members. Shiro, Axal, and Inters all stand the bomb down in.
Where did you find this ramp? Why are you running up a ramp already? The bomb's not even up.
Well, I wanted to go really high on
I know, but but if you start that high, where are you going to end up?
Vince level.
Okay.
Shiro, the Deagle. Malbs is taking window control. There's 50 seconds left. He has it all to do. There's still no chance for a kill whatsoever, is there?
Just can't handle the amount of cream you're putting on this croissant.
The gap is
that
pipped.
is not an expression.
He's in the window room. Sound has to be made here. As Malbs looking to dismount. Molotov gives away his position. Axal searching. Malbs ready. The jump, the knife out, and Axal's going to do it. It's 16-5. Gambit take it 2-0.
Wow, the Katowice Grand Finals continue after the break.